What open source does, it makes it so that everyone can take and modify the model and build stuff on top of it, which is different from the kind of closed and centralized approach. The safety debate is a specific part of this, which is in a world where AI gets smarter and smarter, what's the way that we have the highest chance of having a kind of positive future and not having a lot of the safety concerns? And I think some people think that if we keep the model closed and don't give it to a lot of developers, that should make it safer because then you don't get bad developers doing bad things with the model. Historically, I think what we've seen with open source is actually the opposite, which is that this is not the first open source project, right? I mean, this has been a thing in the industry for decades. And I think what we've traditionally seen is that open source software is safer and more secure, largely because you put it out there, more people can scrutinize it because they can see all parts of the system. And then there are inevitably issues with any software. There are bugs, there are security issues. And initially with open source, people thought, hey, if you're putting this software out there and there are holes in it, isn't everyone just going to go exploit those holes, and especially the bad guys? But it turned out that it's sort of in this counterintuitive way that by adding more scrutiny to the systems, the holes became apparent quicker and then were fixed. And then people roll out a new version, just like we roll out a new version of our models, right? Llama 3, Llama 3.1, Llama 3.2, everyone upgrades. So I think the same thing is going to happen here. I think it's sort of this counterintuitive thing where even though I think there's some concern around, all right, are bad guys going to do bad things with these models? I actually think you just get a kind of smarter and safer model for everyone the more it's rolled out and the more kind of scrutiny is on it. And then part of that is we get feedback and we make the model safer so that as we roll it out to more people, it's safer for more people to use. So I think that the history of open source and the software industry generally would suggest that open source is going to lead to a more prosperous and safer future.